Hey guys, welcome to the sixth episode of Ball, Board and Bundesliga. It was another action-packed weekend in German football with Bayern Munich's 4-2 win over Bayer Leverkusen, taking them a step closer to their eighth consecutive league title. But I'm not here to talk about that today. Rather, a question in general about the Bundesliga that is really in debate right now. With RB Leipzig's Timo Werner likely to leave Germany, many fans have been asking as to why do most good players end up leaving the Bundesliga for leagues abroad? In this episode, I will try to answer this tricky question. Timo Werner looks like the next superstar of German football who is set to leave the Bundesliga, with reports in the press claiming that Premier League side Chelsea has agreed terms both with him and his club Leipzig. Though this transfer is still not official, deep down fans know that this is going to happen in the coming days. But the question many fans have been asking is why, if Werner is scoring so many goals at Leipzig and is helping his club emerge as one of the biggest in Germany, why leave? The answer isn't as plain and simple. There are many reasons behind Werner's willingness to move on from Leipzig. But the most important of all is to become a world-class player from just a class player. There's no doubting Werner's credentials. He's already one of the biggest stars in Bundesliga. He's a regular for Germany in the national team and is also competing in the UEFA Champions League. But there's a catch. At the age of 25, Werner is approaching the best years of his career. At this stage, a player who's being talked about all across Europe for his abilities and as fans everywhere in the world would ask himself this question: how do I continue my development, or how do I become even better and start being considered among the absolute top players in the world? While Julian Nagelsmann is a fantastic coach who has been linked with bigger clubs himself, he alone isn't enough to ensure that the pace with which Werner has developed over the last couple of years doesn't fade away. The quality of teammates, competition within the team, and prospects of challenging for top honors aren't there at Leipzig as much as Werner would have liked. If a player like Werner is to stay in Germany, the only club that can provide him with the platform to become an absolute superstar is Bayern Munich. While Borussia Dortmund are also among the elite, they themselves have been playing catch up considering the benchmarks Bayern have set over the years. When it comes to players who are looking for a platform where they can take the big step towards becoming great from good, the Premier League world is more wide in comparison to the Bundesliga. While I don't think Lampard is a better coach than Nagelsmann, not at all. The way this Chelsea team has been built with young players all over the pitch, even I have to admit that the Blues can truly become a great team in the coming 2-3 years, like Liverpool, when all these players hit the peak of their potential. For Werner, those 2-3 years means an age of 27-28, which is exactly when a football player is at his best. As far as the personal profile is concerned, be it money or fame, Werner will undoubtedly raise his status in world football with a move to England. A similar personal profile in the Bundesliga with Leipzig might not be possible. Where does that leave the Bundesliga? Over the years, many players have left the Bundesliga for Premier League and the La Liga top two, Barcelona and Real Madrid. Toni Kroos, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Son Heung-min, Ilkay Gundogan, Mesut Ozil, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Kevin De Bruyne, Leroy Sané are some of the examples where players have truly raised their level with a move away. There have been those cases too, like Andre Schürrle, Marco Marin, Shinji Kagawa, Nuri Sahin, and others for whom such a move has turned out to be detrimental. These days in the Bundesliga, barring of course Bayern Munich, most clubs have players who are either at the start of their careers and are hungry to learn, or those who have found their development stagnant for a while but want to compete at the top level. The third category of players, like Werner, is what most Bundesliga clubs seem to be running out of. The group of players who are among the best in their teams and are reaching the peak of their careers choose to move on rather than sticking around. What is rather commendable is that they continue to find this younger group of players who can replace the outgoing stars in little to no time and make their clubs perform at the usual level once again. However, I am of the strong opinion that in the coming years, most Bundesliga clubs will be able to find the balance between selling their players for big money and retaining their top talent in order to take another step towards their own development in world football. For Werner, I hope that he follows the path of Kroos or De Bruyne if he leaves Germany, and not the one that Julian Draxler or Shinji Kagawa went on. I hope that you guys like this video. Would love to know your views. Do hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already.